What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance of Bishop Show for episode 60 of our Madden 25 New England Patriots franchise mode here on the channel. It is a new era here in New England, as at the end of last episode, not only did New England win their 9th Super Bowl in the Drake Maye era, Drake Maye also said his final goodbyes and retired at the end of the season, which ended with a Super Bowl victory here. But it was led by rookie QB Russ Holcomb. So Russ Holcomb, he has the keys to the kingdom now, coming off a Super Bowl victory here. And it is all eyes on him now. And you gotta think, he has the keys to the kingdom of one of the greatest dynasties, the greatest coaching situations in NFL history. You have to think of it like that. You have to think Russ came from a head coach that has won 9 Super Bowls. Yeah, 9 Super Bowls, that's how many, Draw Maye has won. And technically 8 of them were won by Drake Maye. But in his first season as the starter, the Patriots finished the season at 9-8, and that doesn't look like it is good enough for the playoffs, which is wild. 35-13, 4,500 yards there for Russ Holcomb in his first season as the starter here in New England. Alright, not off to a not a bad start there. Johnny Madison, 759 yards. I don't know why he can't run the damn ball. This team doesn't know how to run the ball, apparently. I don't know why. They just don't. From Jonathan Ingram, 1,000 there for Phillips. 13 touchdowns from Ingram did lead the team. 8 for Maynard, 6 from Phillips, 6 for Moore, 1 for Mills and Rhodes. Good for those guys. Let's see, how do we turn out here? Clifton Duncan, the team in sacks with 8 from the center position. Not great, but definitely better than when we had Heir, who was allowing 20 sacks in 17 games. 97 tackles from Marco King led the team there. Former Super Bowl MVP there. 15 TFLs from Calvin Battles. 19 sacks from Charles Ramsey. It's good to see he had himself a bit of a resurgence. That's what I like to see there. Definitely a good look. But take a look at the rest of the team, how they handled themselves on defense. 3 picks there from Bryant, 1 from Terry, 1 from Miles. So not great on the interceptions, only 5 on the season. Greco did miss 2. He's had 3 field goals blocked the last 2 years. What is happening with our special teams unit? Let's see. Peel here. Okay. Kick return, fine. Punt return, not great. Irvin only less than 7 yards a punt return, which is not great when you talk about field position there. You want to probably be close to like that 9-10 yards a punt return. Super Bowl is going to be the Jets versus the Eagles. So no Patriots in this year's playoffs, which is a bit unfortunate right there. Because you got to think, winning the Super Bowl with Russ Holcomb to missing altogether, that is a huge blow to morale. 28-23 is the victory for the Eagles right there. They're 7th in franchise history. Eric Schaffer is the Super Bowl MVP for the Eagles. Stockton MVP. Williams gets Coach of the Year. And everyone else right there. Take a look at who have retired. Will Anderson retires. Grant Moore retires. Charles Ramsey retires. So some big core players this team do up and retire. The punter for the Eagles retires after a Super Bowl victory. So good for them. Going out on top. You love to see that. You like when players go out on top. You don't like to see it when you have these franchise icons like Charles Ramsey, who've been here for a hot minute, and they retire after entirely missing the playoffs, especially when they won it all the year prior. But it's fine. Charles Ramsey had himself a 19 sack season. He goes out on his own terms there, not like someone who just kind of stuck around the league a little too long and clearly was no longer a fit for the NFL. Take a look at those who we brought in. We brought in a superstar center, superstar extra D tackle, a defensive end to replace Ramsey, and then another D tackle right there because our D tackle position is kind of lacking. Take a look here at our draft. Nothing crazy. Let's see, anyone crazy? Nah, a bunch of low 70s guys. A bunch of like 73s actually. We had 3 players 73, 2s that are 72, 71, and a 69. Nice. Take a look here at the offense going into the next season. So I mean, we're giving Russ Holcomb the best team possible. Yeah, Ingram, you got Phillips, a good offensive line, but a little more updated. Defense definitely probably has some room for work on it still, but that is a process that we're going to be continuing to work on next couple of seasons. But as we go to look at the special teams, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hit that like button, comment down below what you feel about this series. We actually don't have a kicker or a punter, apparently. Definitely comment who we should bring in for a kicker or a punter, because it's just going to be some random computer guy at this point. But thanks to YouTube, though. Peace out, rock on, stay super classy. Catch you on next episode here.